Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, as you shall answer unto God? You may be seated. And the state may examine it.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good.
Okay. Can you please state your name, and why don't you go ahead and spell your first name and spell your last name?
Corey Allen Holdren, CoreyHoldren.
Okay. Corey, how old are you?
Be 30 next month, 29.
Okay. And can you tell us where you live?
Wagner Hill, Piketon.
Piketon?
Yep.
Okay. And did you graduate from high school?
Yes, I did. 2012.
Say it again.
2012, yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
And Mr. Holdren, can you tell us, do you know a person by the name of Hanna May Rhoden?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And can you tell us how you knew her?
Her best friend and cousin, Kendra, introduced me to her.
Okay. And do you remember when that was?
I don't remember exactly, but it's been a while ago.
Okay. Can you tell us when you started, did you guys start dating?
I can't exactly remember what day or, what month or day or anything like that. I don't recall, but no, I don't know exactly, no.
Okay.
I don't remember.
We can work backwards from that.
Please.
You were introduced to her.
Mm-hmm.
Did you start dating after you were introduced?
Yeah, maybe a month after
Okay.
we started dating.
And can you tell us, at some point, did Hannah learn that she was pregnant?
Yeah, she, it was maybe a week after we made it official, like it was together, that she found out she was pregnant. So, I was young, I was maybe 26, I don't know, something like that. So I didn't know what to do, so we broke up, split for a while. And, Hannah, she got she put it posted on Facebook or something like that she got a car wreck, so I called him to check on her. And that's how we ended up working back out and, getting back together.
Okay. So after you kind of made it official that you were dating, a week later she finds out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And do you know that it is not your child?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't mine for sure, because we hadn't had any relations since then, before.
Okay.
There's no way it was mine.
Okay. Okay. We go through this with every witness. So it's hard to hear unless you are close to the microphone. Yep, that's good. Hopefully. Okay, so she finds out she's pregnant. At that point, you guys go your separate ways because you're not.
It wasn't my child.
Okay, all right. And then you indicated that she posted on Facebook, or somehow or other you learned that she had been in an automobile accident.
Yeah, I think she got rear-ended somebody. Can't remember.
Okay.
But I was worried about her because she was pregnant at the time, and still cared about her.
Okay. And so you reached out to her.
Yeah.
To see how she was.
Yeah.
Okay. And at that point, did you resume your relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And can you tell me, how was your relationship with her?
Great. She's in love with me. I was in love with her, and yeah, she was the best thing that ever happened to me. She really was. In our relationship, we never fought. She helped me through everything. I have issues, with anxiety and stuff like that, and depression. And I didn't have none of that when I was with her. You know what I mean?
You didn't have what?
Anything. I was always happy. I was in a good mood.
Okay.
When I was around her.
And can you tell us, at the time that you started seeing her, did you have an addiction problem?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a
what
drug
were you-
addict.
Okay.
And to pain pills.
Okay.
And she lay by my side, sat on my side through the whole withdrawals and all the everything. You know what I mean? Nobody would do that. Nobody does that unless you love somebody. And she did, and got me through it all. You know. Yes, I don't know.
Okay. And did you make a commitment to her unborn child as well?
Yeah, it's because, well, she wasn't with Jake. She was separated from him, and she said it wasn't his. She told me whose it was. It was Charlie Gillies, which was Hannah's brother. Well, she reached out to him and didn't. He said it wasn't his. That you know, blah blah blah, whatever he said, but didn't want no part of the baby's life. So, and I was dying for a family. You know what I mean? And I told him that if he agrees to step back and just let me, don't bother us, that I would take care of her and I would name her. And so I did. I named her Kylie May Rhoden. I cut her umbilical cord. I was the first one to hold her. Good.
Okay. So you stayed with her throughout her pregnancy, and you were actually at the hospital when she gave birth to
Yep,
Kylie?
I was there with the whole pregnancy. And then, up till the day
Okay.
she got water broke. Or actually, they made her, made her go into birth, or whatever you call it.
Induced her?
Yeah, induced her, yeah.
And did you also go to some of her appointments with her prior to
Yeah,
that?
all of them, yeah.
Can you tell us about her relationship with Sophia?
She's a great mom. Yeah. She's a really good mom. I never seen her yell at her, never was like a little girl in trouble. She's rotten, but she's never yelled at her, she never hit her or nothing like that. She's a good mom. I just wish Kylie could have seen that.
Corey, when you were seeing Hannah, first of all, where did she live when you first started seeing her?
And she lived in, which was Frankie's house, but it was her mom's trailer right up the road from her dad's house. And she lived there with her mom, both of her brothers, I'm pretty sure, and her brother's wife.
Okay.
But prior to, I don't know, about a month or so before all this happened, her dad, or they somehow got the other house down the road and moved into it.
Okay. And did you ever spend the night at her place?
With the new house? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you ever at the old house?
No. I fell asleep on her one time. We was watching the movies, and it was pretty late, but Hannah woke me up and she took me home.
Okay. But you did spend the night at the new house that she
Yeah,
had?
multiple times.
Okay.
Yeah, I laid in that bed next to her a few times.
Okay. And were you also in the process of remodeling your home so that
Yeah.
Kylie and
Yeah,
Hannah
we
could live in with you?
my mom, she gave me my childhood, my house that I grew up in, which was 4 bedrooms, and so there's extra bedrooms, so we was making a room for the baby and Kylie, and so we was painting the rooms and everything, so she was gonna live with me.
Okay. Hannah was painting the rooms?
Well, me and my sister were painting the rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you recall who else was at the hospital when Hanna May gave birth to Kylie?
Yeah, later, Jake and Sophia, he brought Sophia to see Kylie, which is her sister, and I understood that. I didn't make a fuss about it or anything. He was just oddly different though. Dark hair, dark black hair, like, I don't know, he's just different. He's got that Holdren and everything, like he was like it was his dog kid. He thought like I don't know. He thought it was his maybe.
Okay. And do you remember any comments that he made about any of the physical characteristics?
Something about her toe, like something that goes with Wagner thing. I don't know what was wrong with it. I didn't see nothing wrong with it, but just him. I don't know.
Commented something about her toe being a Wagner thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like everybody don't have a weird toe. I don't know.
Okay. But you said you didn't notice anything
No.
wrong with it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And you said you're the one that chose her name?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
probably
cut the
me.
umbilical cord.
Yep.
I want to talk to you about the day before that, I guess, the night before Hannah was killed. Did you spend time with her that day?
Yeah, all day. Yeah, I can't really remember the morning time because it's kind of foggy. I don't remember, but I just remember. I know it's been a long time since then, but the main part that I do remember is just I got to take her fishing the day before she was murdered or whatever. But my sister, I know she was dying to get, she had the baby and she was pregnant all this time and she was just dying to get out and just go do something with this, So I asked my sister if she'd watch the kids, or Kylie, and her and her wife said yeah, so we went over there, and which she lived next door to me, and she watched Kylie. We haven't gone very long, maybe a couple hours, but we got to me, Kendra, Jimmy. We all hung out together, and as friends, and went fishing. Hannah got to catch a big catfish. Made her happy. She's just a redneck, man. She didn't have no shoes on, no nothing. Had a picture of her with this big fish in her hand, smiling.
She fished.
Yeah, she's fished.
She hunt too?
Yeah.
Okay. So you spent a couple hours fishing with Hanna May and Kendra and Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the plan after you left there, after you were done fishing?
I don't even remember. I think they drove separate, maybe, I don't know. But we was just going to go back to the house and, just stay at the house until next, just go home.
Okay.
But-
Were you going to go with Hannah to her house?
No, we were supposed to stay at my house.
Okay.
And Hannah's where she was breastfeeding, she had said she was going to go get her breast pump. Well, I was like, well, let's just go there and stay there. Well, my mom called prior to that and was talking about my sister's water bill, how high it was, and to check the water leak, to check underneath the house, see if there was a water leak. So there was, there was a water leak underneath the trailer. So they begged me to stay home that day, and to fix that water leak. And I normally wouldn't have, I'm like, oh, I'll fix it tomorrow. But for some reason I stayed home, and Hannah said she was going to go home and get her breast pump and come back. Well, then she did. She left, and I went back to my house, and she texted me and said she was tired, that she was just going to stay the night there, and she'd see me in the morning. I texted her. I don't remember what time it was, but my last text with her was I love her. She loved me, and the same thing she said to me. I last texted her. And I talked to her, and that's it.
Okay. So you were supposed to stay at your place, but then she needed to go get her pump,
Breast pump, yeah.
and so So she was going to her house, and you would have followed her, but.
I would have been with her. I would have been in the car with her, going with her, like normally would have. I don't know what in God's name, what made me stay home that day, but I did.
And the last communications you exchanged with her was that you told each other you loved her through text message?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you got up that following morning, what did you do?
I got up, it was around 8, maybe a little earlier than that. But I went over to my sister's, and me and her wife got in her truck, and we went to Carter Lumber to get the pipes and stuff to fix it, or the shark bites and stuff to fix the water line. Well, like I kept seeing like helicopters and like cops and like crazy like passing us, going back the other way. Well, I didn't think nothing of it, you know what I mean? I went to Carter, we got to Carter Lumber, and by the time we got there and pulled in, Kendra had called me and said that something happened, that I needed to get to her house now. She wouldn't tell me really what happened. She just said they're gone. I don't know what that meant, So I had my sister's wife turn around and go there. So we went down, instead of down 32, we went down 772 the backside, And by the time I got on her road, they stopped us right by her brother's house. And I seen her grandma, and her grandma told me she was gone. I just kind of froze. I didn't feel anything. I didn't understand it yet.
You said her grandmother told you that?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you know her grandmother's name?
I can't think of it right now.
Okay. Do you recall anybody else who was there at that time?
I can't even think about it. I can't really remember. That's the only thing I really remember is her grandma telling me. And I sit down in the grass. Then they made us get up and backed us up further. And then they moved us to the church over there.
So you did go to church?
Yeah, for a brief minute. They thought we were trying to call little Chris, because they didn't know where he was for some reason, but he was there too.
Was Hanna May working at the time that you were seeing her?
Yeah.
Where was she working at? You know?
The nursing home in West Union somewhere. I'd never been there before, but if she wasn't at work or she wasn't with her kids, she was with me. She's a hard worker and good mom. She's going to be a great mom.
Did you ever meet Jake Wagner?
Yeah.
How did you meet him?
The first time I met him was at Sophia's little party they had down at the firehouse. I didn't stay there very long because it was his family and hers. So I just went and, said hi. I met him there, and then there's one other time besides the birth of Kylie, but he called and was freaking out on Hannah because she was late or something, being somewhere, or I don't know, just wanted to come to my house and see where his daughter was, which I understand, that would be weird about my kids too. So he showed up and knocked on my door, and I invited him in, had him come in. He came in, sit down on my couch and everything. I sit in my house, and this was like a week before it happened. It felt like, it had to be a week before it happened.
So he came into your house?
Yeah, sit on my couch.
How long would you say he was there at that time?
Oh, maybe 45 minutes. I mean, I introduced myself, talked to him, told him who I was, my family was, because like I know his family, they owned all the property and stuff, just like my family does. So like I told him that and talked to him, but he wasn't really there for me. You know what I mean? He's just there more for what was Hannah doing, and why she wasn't where he wanted her to be.
Okay. So was Hannah at your house when he was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you went to a little party they had at a fire department. Was it
Yeah.
a birthday party for
Yeah, I think so.
Sophia?
Yeah, Sophia's second birthday. I think.
Okay. And you said his family was there too.
Mhm.
Did you meet anyone from his family?
I didn't I mean, I briefly walked by them, you know, and I didn't introduce myself or nothing like that.
Okay.
But I was there. You know, I seen, which was Jake and his dad. They all the guys were outside, you know, around the trucks, and I just walked inside with Hannah and went in the back, and she made me eat a plate of food. But I just left. I went ahead and left.
Okay.
So I didn't cause any drama or anything, you know, because she told me before, like, how controlling and how he kept her in her room and, like, for forever, 6 months or something, like, and her dad would come, well, she couldn't go out and see her dad because Jake was keeping her in her bedroom, like locked up or something, I don't know, like he was just controlling, very, very controlling.
Okay. And can you tell us, when you were at the church that day, on the day of the homicides, did you ever see the Wagners there?
I feel like I did. I feel like I seen Jake, but I'm not sure exactly if I seen anybody. I just was in shock mostly. It just didn't feel real. I felt like Hannah was going to come walking out and like be a prank. You know what I mean? It still feels like that, but it's not. And no, I don't remember.
Okay.
It's been forever.
Did you cooperate with the police
Yeah.
throughout the investigation?
Yeah, I give him my DNA. They swap my mouth or whatever. Give him my cell phone.
Okay. I have no other questions this time around.
Defense may cross-examine.
We have no questions.
You may step down.